Hi, I'm Chris from Dashboard Confessional, and I'm here in London at KCLSU. I had a really good time when I was here last time, and it was just fun. It was liberating to kind of be by myself and playing in front of people and be naked and kind of scared, which that kind of performance breeds. So I didn't see any sense in waiting around. Might as well come back and have fun again. I'm a glutton, I guess. It's a funny thing, the crowd participation at our shows. It's kind of it's almost deafening, you know. And even when I don't play with the band, when I play by myself, it almost feels like there's a band there, people to play with, other musicians. The crowd is hugely involved in. There's a sort of freedom in that, you know, that we're all in it together, as opposed to some kind of separation between us and them. It's hard to pick what to play. You kind of have a sense of what people's favorite songs are, and of course I have my own favorites. You almost look at it like a record you'd like to listen to, you know. Also, I feel like you can't rigidly hold to your set list in a live set, you know, like people are going to call out songs. You better know how to play them. As a matter of fact, last time I played in London, somebody called out for a song that I didn't know was ever on a record. So I kind of forgotten that I'd put it on a compilation or something a long time ago. So I've just been learning it back there. I think I'll play a new track tonight. I played it last time I was here once or twice, and I really enjoyed it. It's a song called Get Me Right. It kind of stems from this co-worker I used to have. That she was an older Southern African-American lady who was really religious, and if she perceived whatever we were discussing, if she perceived I was out of line in the eyes of God or something, she used to say, you better tell yourself it's time to get me right. Meaning get right with God or whatever. I always thought that was it's a hell of a standard to hold yourself to. It's a hard standard to hold yourself to. But even if it's not God or whatever, people have somebody in their life or something in their life, and so it's kind of about that.
Feel my fingertips trace the moment for forever.
You know, my favorite songs are the ones that I have memories about the writing of them or the sort of life experience that went into the song itself. But also, you know, of course, there's that factor of knowing that it'll have an impact on the evening, that the crowd will pique my interest in the song. Their energy will carry the moment. You know, when you're on stage, there's this whole cavalcade of things going through your mind, all the way from like trying to remember the lyrics to zeroing in on what the crowd is doing at that moment, to that sort of best part, which is that sort of blind release. Those are the moments you strive for at every show. But there's nothing you can do to get it there. You know, you just get lucky or you don't. It either gets there or it doesn't. So you just kind of keep your fingers crossed. Hope you get there. And when you do, you just kind of ride the wave. Winding down after a show is a bit of a process. It's a tricky one, and it's kind of impossible, you know. My energy is so peaked when I go off stage. I'm sapped of energy, but my interest in it, in holding onto that high that you get up there, is a real strong instinct. And even when as you walk off stage, the first thing I do is sort of like, you know, revel in that moment that I just had. And my favorite moments are the mistakes I made in the show, and I don't even realize I made them until later. I left out that verse or something like that, and I get a kick out of that stuff. It's a short tour here. Well, I mean, it's not terribly short, but it's 12 days. There's a lot of shows in 12 days. And then back to the studio where we mix our new record. I just finished the last tracking yesterday. The record has a real like live identity somehow, and I was sort of determined to let the character of the songs be sort of unrefined. So in that regard, I think they become a little more potent. You know, we live in an era of like micro inspection and everything's polished, and I think we've gotten away from that by simply not overthinking it. We worked with our friend Adam Schlesinger, who's in a couple bands. He's in the Fountains of Wayne, and he's in Ivy. He's a great producer, and also the thing that I was drawn to is that he's a phenomenal songwriter. I've never really worked with somebody that approaches production with that experience in their pocket, that they've written their own great songs. And so when we would have discussions about what the songs should do or what they would need or whatever, there was this great amount of chemistry between us, because I think I held his opinion in high regard, because I know he knows how to do it right.
The moment for forever.
Well, the mixing process isn't a long one, you know, you do a song or two a day. We could take our time figuring out the right time to release it right now without anybody noticing that we hadn't released it. So I think at the latest it'll be August or September. As is true for the other records, the title comes either before I've started writing the record or right about when I've finished mixing it. And so I guess I'll know in a week or two.